Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And this time we're back with somewhat of a new video. So we're avid fantasy Premier League players, and today we'll just be going over our season so far and planning for the upcoming game week. So as I speak, we're currently in Game Week 27, and in fact, the first game is actually just going on right now. But yeah, so Vishwas and I are just gonna go over our teams. So I'm gonna let Vishwas start.
Yeah, as far as this game week goes, I've used my first free hit chip and just thought it was a good opportunity to, you know, use the free hit because of the Burnley double, and there were quite a few good fixtures like the City and the Spurs fixtures. So yeah, currently sitting on a triple Burnley, triple City, Kane and Son, and uh, Broja and Livramento. Let's see if it pays off. I have no idea if it will. What about you,
Yeah,
Atul?
so for this week, I had, of course, I had Liverpool assets and I had Lacazette and Ramsdale as well. So, of course, they're all blanking this week. And I decided to not free hit, but take two hits. So, I'm just able to field playing 11 this week. So, my transfers this week are Weghorst in for, and I mean, he's actually my captain this week because of the double game week for Burnley. And I needed to get rid of some of my defenders, so I got rid of Regulon and Sufal, and I got in Ben Mee and Ait Nuri. I'm not too sure about those defender picks, but this week I was pretty late and I was doing this right before the deadline, and then like with both of them having double game weeks in the next 2 weeks, I thought it's a bet worth taking. And just to recap on the season so far, I'm currently sitting at 63k in rank, and we're just coming off the big double game week, and I had Salah as my triple captain, so that's a big jump in rank of about 20 to 30,000. But yeah, I still have my wildcard two remaining, free hit two remaining, and my bench boost remaining. What about you? Told me you were sitting up there quite at a high rank.
Ye- Yeah, I'm sitting at 18k currently, and I used my triple captain as well last week on Salah. And I mean, it was the best opportunity. I thought. I mean, Norwich home and Leeds home. You expect Salah to go big,
Yes.
and that's what happened. Yeah, I before those weeks, I was up and down the middle, especially during the COVID postponements, as fixtures weren't like very solid. So that's where I lost a bit of rank. But yeah, hopefully these few new double game weeks will come on, and hopefully I can make it into the top 10k maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, that's my goal too. So I think this season my goal was to make it into the top 10K, and I'd say I had a pretty decent start. And again, with the COVID fixtures, I even like missed a deadline once in between, and that really put me behind in the rank. But let's see, things just look like they're going the right way, and hopefully I can get to the 10K mark by the end of the season as well. But yeah, just to on this week I have Livermento, so he just got a clean sheet for Southampton and 6 points, but hoping for a average game week at best. And I know there's a lot of people who have Weghorst in the top 10K, top 100K this week, so not really the biggest differential. But how's your team looking for the next 2 or 3 weeks with a lot of double game weeks coming up?
Yeah, so I think I don't have many double game weekers for next week. I think I only have. I still am honing King and Dennis both, probably since like game week
Yeah, yeah,
15 or
yeah.
so. I
Kind
fell,
of just had
fell into
to
that
hold
trap
on to
quite
them.
early.
Yes.
Yeah, I just fell into that trap early, and there are not really many great strikers in the market anyway. So I have just kept hold of them. In terms of doublers, I think I only have the Watford doublers and Jacob Ramsey. Yeah, I brought him in after both his hauls, so I think I've missed the train on that one as well. Probably could have gone for Coutinho. And the one player that has really bothered me this last few game weeks is Rashford. I brought him in instead of Bruno because I didn't have the funds, and and there was like a double game week last week or so where they played Brighton, and some other team, and I thought, okay, Rashford will come on, at least do something. Didn't do much. I think he scored one goal or one goal and assist or something. But yeah, I fell into that trap. Probably have to get rid of him before this week and bring in a double game week player. Maybe Coutinho is what I'm looking at. But yeah, I could potentially wildcard if the opportunity presents itself. Purely because there's a Chelsea fixtures that are yet to
Yeah.
be rescheduled in the double game week, which could be either 28 or 29. So yeah, probably will do that, and then I think I'll just ride out the blank game week the way I have my team. I don't want to use my second free hit.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
What
Yeah.
about you?
So yeah, I think for next week I just got Aitnuri in, and I have Livermento and I have Dennis from Watford. So I think those three are going to be my double game week players. And the week after that, we're expecting I think a big double game week with Liverpool and Arsenal again. So I have like four players between those teams. So pretty decent, I'd say. Pretty decent looking for the next 2 weeks. I'm kind of stuck with I don't know. Dennis was I got him in a while back and just had to hold on to him with all the doubles coming up. There was no way I could sell him, and just got rid of Edward. And I
Yeah,
think I have Madison in my team for a while, and not happiest having had him in the team, but I didn't really have a chance to sell him. And I think there were was it 30 when there were supposed to be a blank game week, and I think was going to be one of the only teams that was going to be having a game there, so I thought of just holding him. But I think with the fixtures coming up, I think especially with next week's double game week, Rafinha might be a good shout. So Madison and Bowen, especially I think Bowen's next, West Ham's next 3 or 4 fixtures are not the best, but again riding on some green
yeah,
fixtures after that. So I have some like possible transfers to make there, especially with Madison and Bowen, but nothing strikes me like at the moment. So I'm just gonna wait and see how the week goes. And of course, Jacob Ramsey, I haven't to. I had him as a bench option way before his falls, but I'm not sure whether I even got to capitalize on one or two of them because for one he was definitely on my bench for one of them, so I missed out on that, and I don't quite remember the second one. But yeah, that was quite unfortunate, and I think that was in Coutinho's debut, when he got the goal and the
yeah.
assist, and he was just my he was on my bench, so couldn't get those points.
Yeah, I mean at 4.5, it's such a great enabler, and now with the fixtures coming in, you could probably either leave him or get a better Aston Villa asset. Maybe a Dean or a Coutinho
Yep,
would come in.
yep, and
And as for like yeah, your Bowens and even to an extent Cancelo, that a lot of people are looking to sell to bring in maybe a Wolves defender or even an Arsenal defender.
yep,
Which I don't know. I'm still conflicted on Cancelo. I mean, he's
for
such a
sure.
great asset and he has been for the whole of the season. And yeah, it just feels wrong to
Yeah,
sell
of course.
Cancelo for some reason. So
Cancelo, Trent, and Salah,
yeah,
like they've been kind of there the whole season for me too.
yeah, I think they've been my team since the first game week. So
Yeah.
feels wrong. Maybe Bowen will be the one that I'll probably move on. I currently own both Trent and Robertson. Uh,
Oh, okay.
so I don't know. I'll probably again maybe see if I could move on Robertson to a Reece James if the Chelsea fixtures are good.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
uh, yeah, that's the plan for now.
Yeah, that's with the
Uh,
Chelsea fixture swing coming in. I think, especially defensively, there. I think I would be targeting a Chelsea defender for sure. We still have to see what the situation's going to be with like the Champions League and the squad rotation, and Cancelo might be one of those players who might start being prioritized for the Champions League. But again, we can't really say much from now. But yeah, I think if that happens, there are some really good options with Chelsea's defense, so we can easily switch those players to Chelsea players.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Another Chelsea player that I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm feeling punty is either Havertz or Ziyech. I don't know. One of them could go big. I mean, Lukaku was the one that probably a lot of people would have thought about, but it's just not worked out for him
Yeah,
the whole season pretty much.
yeah. I
So
think
yeah,
Havertz is
Chelsea
a
is going to
decent
be
shout. Sorry. Yeah,
yeah,
continue.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so Lukaku probably isn't one. Yeah, I would probably be looking for either Havertz or Ziyech if I want to go a bit differential.
Yeah, again, I think Havertz sits at
Mm,
a kind of a weird price point, 7.8 million, and not quite sure who I'd transfer him in for. But I think with what Tuchel recently said in one of his press conferences, Havertz could be a great pick going forward. And with the upcoming fixtures, I would definitely expect Chelsea attacking options to be in the talks for the upcoming weeks. But yeah, I think the way my team is set up right now, I could transition either way. And if I'm to get to a Havertz, I definitely have like I think at the moment, like in the general sense, like money in the bank is not really such a big issue. So I think getting to a Havertz won't be such a
yeah.
big problem, especially for my team, because I think I have around 2 million in the bank right now. So yeah, definitely some interesting options, and I think in the coming weeks there will be a lot of differential picks among the top 10k, top 100k overall. So let's see, yeah, because I think the recent weeks have been pretty template. Salah wildcard, Arnold, Liverpool assets, West Ham, and especially Arsenal in the last week. So let's see.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think the template is going to open quite a bit, and you're going to have a lot of variance these next few weeks, considering there's so many strategies at play. I mean, most people have at least one of either a wild card or a bench boost, or
Yeah,
some have a triple captain. So yeah, everyone's going to have different strategies, and yeah, it'll be interesting because the field will is going to expand.
for sure.
Uh,
So are you
yeah,
saying 18? Are you gonna put leave 10k as your goal for the end of the season, or something a little more optimistic?
yeah. I mean, I want to keep it at 10K, and if I get anything else, I'm fine. I mean, I think it's my second season playing it seriously enough.
Yeah,
I think I finished last season at around like 100K, so I'm pretty happy right now where I'm at. Even though I fell quite a bit in rank from like 1.5K to like what 18K
yeah,
in the space of like 8 weeks. So yeah, but I think it's a good time to try and get more points because yeah, the fixtures are there for the taking, I would say.
yeah,
What
for
about
sure.
you?
Yeah, I think
Uh,
yeah, this
you're up
this is
to
also
date, right?
my second season like playing it pretty seriously. And one thing I noticed last season is I finished with around 60 something thousand, but that was not where my trajectory was entire season. I was above 2 million for a good part of the first half, and then I think there was one big game week I had where I was in like the top 10k or top 20k for the game week, and that really pushed me to like the 1 million mark. And then from then on I had some really good game weeks, and especially in the last 2 or 3 weeks, like I wasn't in the top 100k until like the last 2 or 3 weeks if I recall. So I think even now with like Game Week 27, like the last 10 weeks, we will see a lot of players who might stop playing a good differentiation, like a good, like a lot of the casuals might start dropping off, and that just playing continuously and updating your team might benefit us. But I would say my goal is still to get to the 10k mark, and with things being difficult, especially with the COVID postponements and a lot of doubles coming up, like it's really hard to predict which way things may go. So I think I'd be very happy with 10k.
Yeah, I mean it's insane how FPL has grown what for the past 2 seasons. I think it was at like 6.5 million last year. Now it's at
Yeah,
9 million. It just 9 million players like last week or so. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean there's a lot of competition, but by now you'd expect a lot of players to drop off. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And the I think the online FPL
Um,
community is getting pretty big as well, and you can see these YouTubers who are having
mm.
some crazy growth on the FPL content side. So yeah, definitely a very very interesting time to be getting into FPL. And yeah, I think that that kind of wraps it up for today. And we will be coming back with more FPL videos, hopefully in the near future. And anything else to add on, Vishwas?
No, not really. I just wanted to mention a wildcard draft that I had made just in case if people were interested. Basing it on the next 2 3 game weeks, I would say. It'll be up on screen right now. Anyways, I'll just go through some of the players. Let me know if you agree or if you have any other picks. I think for goalkeeper, you can't go wrong with either the Wolves keeper Jose Sa or Ramsdale. I think both Arsenal and Wolves have good fixtures. Both have double game weeks coming up. And in terms in defense, I think Trent is a must. Probably Cancelo is a must. Could bring in Reece James or an Arsenal defender, and maybe a Livramento for just because of his price. In midfield right now, I have Son, Salah, Saka, Rafinha, and Coutinho. We know Jota might come back, and at the price point he is. I mean, he's a very valuable asset as well. So we could have a few midfielders this week who could go big. And in attack, I think it's pretty evident that Broya is the best budget pick for strikers, and maybe a Jimenez or a Lacazette is what I'm currently thinking. Do you have any comments
Yeah,
on
I
that?
think that is a pretty balanced team with the current fixtures coming up and current form. Of course, going with the Wolves and the Arsenal line and having that Salah, Trent, and Cancelo slash Chelsea defender option. I think that is pretty well balanced. And I mean, we still have to see what the blanks look like for game week 30 and some potential like ideas out there. But I think if you have, especially your free hit two remaining, like to handle any possible blank game weeks in the coming, like in the next 10, in the next 5 or 6 weeks, I think that's a pretty decent team. And maybe I would like solidify that Chelsea defense if we're wildcarding right now, and maybe try to get in a Chelsea attacker in the next 1 or 2 weeks, depending on what the lineups look like. But I think that's pretty solid, and I think that's a very well balanced team to wildcard in right now. Yep. So I think that's pretty much it. And if you guys have any suggestions with that wildcard team, make sure to comment down below, and we will definitely like to see what kind of ideas you have. Uh, yeah, I guess that's it for today. Then thank you so much for watching, and
All right.
make sure to hit that subscribe button. See you.